Welcome to Worms and Warriors, and welcome to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We're in our 1861 start campaign, Confederate campaign even, and we are now at August the 6th, 1862. We're fighting once again at Springfield, Missouri. It's been a few days since the last episode. I've been away for a few days up the coast here on a little holiday. I'm very lucky in that my father-in-law has a little holiday home up near a place called Sea Houses in Northumberland, which is in the northeast of England. If you've never been, you should go and check that out if you ever visit England or the UK or whatever. If you're not from here, but if you are from here, go and have a look up there. It's great. If you've ever watched the series The Last Kingdom or read the books by Bernard Cornwell, you'll know that place as Uhtred's home. Anyway, it's great up there. It's a really nice rugged coastline. I've been up there for a couple of days. Very nice. But we're getting back into the campaign here, so that's just totally nothing to do with this at all. I just thought I'd mention it, that I've been away for a few days. We're back into this. So I've been thinking about our strategy. And if you are new here, then do check out the series, of course. We're now into episode, I want to say 18. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think it's about 18. And we're just over about a year into this campaign. So if you are new here, check out the series playlist, which I'll link in a comment, which will be pinned to the top. You can also find it by clicking on the channel and going from there, as it is. This is anyway. Let's get to it. We are once again facing George Cadwallader. Cadwallader? Don't know. I like his name, but I'm not sure how you say it. Cadwallader, let's call him. Okay, fine. Anyway, George Cadwallader has come at us again at Springfield, Missouri. We're kind of clinging on to this southwest section of Missouri. We'll fight this battle. Hopefully we'll get another victory here. I mean, it's the exact same position. It's the exact same battlefield as last time. We're fighting once again for Sharp's stubble field. God knows what Sharp's farm must look like at this stage. I mean, since thousands of people have died here and been wounded and artillery shells blasting all over the place. But anyway, we'll set up a defense. The Union is once again coming in possibly from our flank, slightly further up on the flank and directly down, I think. Oh, no, not from there, but from the Wire Road over to the east, the northeast. I don't know. We'll set the defense up. We'll see where they come from. We'll see how this is going to go. I'm not excited for it, if I'm honest. It's another battle here. It's almost been non-stop fighting. We've got Van Dorn in the field here with 44,300 men and 109 guns. Now, Van Dorn's force is split between, like, he's the overall commander in Missouri. He's under him. We've got Pillow with the Western Army, 26,500 men, and we've got the Missouri Corps under Sterling Price with just under 18,000. So, I mean, it's a substantial force, but we are outnumbered by a significant number here. So we'll see how this goes. We'll try and hold it, but I've been thinking about it, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to abandon Missouri. I'm going to pull our guys out of Missouri into northern Arkansas, and we're going to set up a new defensive line there. It means we're fighting in our own state. It means he has to come at us in our own state with state support behind us. It'll give us the morale boost. It'll mean he has to recover readiness more before he can move into enemy territory, which it will be, because Arkansas obviously is an enemy territory from the vision of the Union. But anyway, that's kind of the plan, because this is just not sustainable. We're using up so many troops in the southwestern Missouri theater, and I feel like it's not worth the troop investment, if that makes sense. So I think we need to pull out of Missouri for now. Maybe disperse this army a little bit. I mean, we'll see what he does if we do pull out of there. If he keeps pressing us into Arkansas, then we're going to have to divert more troops to the Trans-Mississippi or abandon it, one or the other, because we haven't got that many troops. And much as the war is going quite well, it does feel a little bogged down. We haven't got the manpower to push him to finish the war. We can keep absorbing his attacks for now, but for how long? I don't know. We have taken Washington, D.C. already, but it hasn't ended the war. He's sitting on 45 national morale. We can't seem to bring it any lower than that. And we need to drop that to 25. So you would need to lose that 20 points, which I just don't see how it's going to happen. Anyway, so that's enough blabbering on about here. So I'm going to set these guys up, and I'll get back to it once I've done that. I'll see you in a moment. All right, so we're back into these dispositions. It's similar to the last battle. We'll see what brings. See what happens. We've got Hill's division covering the far right flank. They've got Preston's brigade, which is brand new. They've never fought, and they've got crap weapons. I had nothing else to give them. Backed up by Henry's artillery battalion, 24-pound howitzers, 10 of those. So we've got Reynolds watching this crossing, Parsons kind of watching this other crossing, and Preston in reserve. We then have Rains division, experienced troops. along here, 8,000 of them. Polk's division further along, almost 10,000 men in Polk's division. Again, very experienced. I've got Pierce back here as a reserve. They're going to plug any gaps, but actually I forgot to put his guns out. 2 brigades in reserve here, Wheeler and Robertson. Oh, he's got a perk, actually. We'll give him iron discipline. Wheeler also got a perk. Nice. Let's go with sharpshooters for them. Okay, cool. Then we've got cavalry at the back here, Bourne's division and Blanchett's division. They're just going to use the plug gaps. I'll see what happens here. If we have to, I don't mind pulling out of this. I don't want to lose too many more men defending this kind of hopeless position in Springfield. But anyway, let's get started here. We've got artillery dotted around the back as well, mostly smoothbore. We've got a couple of batteries of artillery, rifle artillery, but that's it. And we've got Hood just behind these rifle guns, so he can push forward if he needs to cover that gap there. Anyway, let's get going. Let's see what he's got on the field to start with. So 18,000 he's starting with, but he's got many, many more men coming. So we'll see where they come from. We'll see what happens. I'm concerned about our right flank. So I mean, I'm gonna detach Little's battalion here, just in case I need to move Pierce's 2 infantry brigades. Oh, something's happening. Curtis has arrived. Just another corps. 22,000 infantry, 3,000 cavalry, and 5 guns. They are cavalry heavy, this Western Army, this Union Western Army. 20,878 left the field. I'm assuming that's because they haven't quite joined in yet. So Oak Hill, that's the name of this hill where we fought a couple of battles. So the brigades are starting to be whittled down a bit as I'm going through them. You see, kind of in the low 2,000s, most of them. And then obviously I click on one that's almost 3,000, but most of them are fairly low. 900 men for them. 1,800. More Union troops have arrived here. Cadwallader. 45,000 in the field at the moment, with 18,500 still to arrive. So as you can see, we are hugely outnumbered here in this Western Theatre. Trans-Mississippi Theatre, even. Here we are. We just spotted them up here. We do have cavalry on the flanks here, that being Stan Waitie's mounted Cherokee rifles, as well as the Arkansas mounted rifles. So a fair force of cavalry here. 3,200 of them. We can see them coming. Yeah, there they are. It looks like they are going to press in force on this area. So let's get moving here with Pierce's division. I'm going to put those boys out into the woods on our far left. But again, like in the last battle here, I don't want to weaken our right flank too much, because I don't know where the rest of his troops are coming from. He's got a lot of troops on the field, and we just don't know. But if this is not happening on the right, we will move across, probably with Rains' division of 8,000 men to bolster our flank. McCullough is the kind of main force here. Problem is, if he's going to push hard on our far left, then that will definitely be a problem. Just going to move the cavalry up slightly. I don't really, if I can help it, I don't want to engage with the cavalry. Pierce's division is on the move. I mean, these guns aren't going to have much in the way of an angle of shot. We can't see anything in there, but it looks like they are going to try and swing around our far left. Let's go ahead and get some skirmishing troops out. No, too many muskets. That's another thing. We need more rifles. Don't think we're seeing any evidence of movement on our right at all. That's not to say they aren't coming from there. I'm expecting the main force actually from here, because that's kind of where Cadwallader was on the map. Yeah, they're going to swing right around. So we've got the Fort Towson Garrison, which I need to rename. They're no longer the Fort Towson Garrison. And we've got Wheeler's Brigade, of course. Both of them are well armed and with plains rifles, which are not bad. Decent troops. Well, looks like this division is definitely going to swing around. Let's speed this up to ×2. See if we can't get a bit of harassing fire going with our skirmishers. I cannot believe they waited to take a volley when they're well in range. Honestly. Sometimes this game, it just it baffles me, the decisions that are made and the way it works out. It's just it's baffling. Cavalry's coming straight for them, actually. But we are doing they're doing the job. You're slowing them down. Which is all I wanted, really. Oh, we've spotted the enemy on the right. Okay, so there's a gap here as well. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to move Robertson across to plug this gap. Let's be sure nothing else is coming on our far right flank before we move anyone away from there. Idle. Why have you not moved in fire? Why are you not firing? No. Just fire. Anyway, we weren't expecting much from these skirmishers, if I'm honest. Robertson's on the march. Our guns have opened on these infantry troops. Yeah, they've broken the skirmishers there. Hamilton B's skirmishers, I'm going to pull them back. I feel like there's probably not much happening there. And Robertson and Wheeler are almost in position. We'll pull them out. Back you come, boys. And here they go. So why are these guys not firing? Idle. You're in their firing range. Oh, there you go, at last. Let's get Graham's Legion positioned this way. So hopefully they can get a shot in there as well. Felix Robertson's boys are going to plug this gap, but actually I don't think they're going to push into it. More troops arriving over there. Ozark Mountain Daredevil's also firing. Is he going to come in here for a melee attack? No. Keep firing, boys. The thing with these plains rifles and the Mississippi rifles is they are slow to fire. So 2.5 rounds per minute. I'm assuming they are rifle armed now. They'll have 3 rounds per minute, no doubt. And that starts making a difference, especially at this kind of close range. They're also taking artillery fire. We're not seeing anything happening over here on this far right side. I mean, I'm not discounting it completely, but I feel like maybe we could start shifting some of the guys across. Maury's taking a fair number of casualties here, but they've held firm. Broken their 2nd Brigade and the other 2nd Brigade. And who else coming here? The 1st Brigade and another 1st Brigade. Okay. Hammering the fire into them. Excellent job from the Cajun Brigade here. That's another viewer unit. Okay, here they come. Our boys still are not in position over here. They are marching at a snail's pace, as usual. We're going to dismount our cavalry. It looks like these boys are going to be in for a fight. So slow. Oh, and they're pushing more men across here. We're going to bring Robertson all the way across. Keep firing, boys. Good job. Give them ace of spades. Level up by fighting behind cover, which is both what we're doing here. It's important not to get too sucked into watching one part of the battlefield. We've got Whipple's division advancing here. Our cavalry's almost in place, as is the infantry marching across here. We've got this little creek, which is going to act as a nice little barrier on our flank. We're sending them running here, but I mean, there's so many troops they've got in the field. 64,000, so we're outnumbered by 20,000 men. I'm concerned that we haven't seen the majority of their forces yet. Like their main force clearly hasn't arrived yet. I'm going to bring Scurry's 9 guns forward onto the line. See if we can get canister support. I'm not a big fan of fighting with dismounted cavalry as infantry, really. Okay, here they come. Oh, actually, and something I haven't done yet is give those long-range orders which I want. Get them out from Van Dorn. Coming off at 2 PM. We've done a nice job holding them back here. Let's go ahead and move a battery of guns over this way. Okay, so this division is engaged. Move our boys in. So mounted rifles armed with mixed muskets. It'd be nice if they had rifles. Here they come, 2 brigades going to push on Fry and Wheeler. Guns are moving across. Cherokee mounted rifles, dismounted here, but pushing in. And hit this first brigade. got Hawes, Blanche's division with Hawes' cavalry brigade as a last reserve, and I'm kind of worried about these crossings here. What if they march all the way around from the wire road and we haven't seen anybody coming approaching us on the right? And that is a bit of a concern to me. Gonna push John Bell Hood into the woods. Our dismounted cavalry doing a nice job here. Throw the Cajun Brigade forward, see if we can't drive off this first brigade. Oh, nice, they're almost right. Wheeler's taking a few casualties here, 100 casualties. More than we want. Gardner in contact. Let's push Graham's Legion down as well. Oh, they can fire from there anyway, so... John Bell Hood's on the march here with his Texas boys, going to go into the woods and hopefully flank these units. Some skirmishers out from Churchill's brigade as well. Add their fire to this. Get Hamilton PB skirmishers out. Fight. Yes, nice. Push our dismounted cavalry up into the woods. Nothing happening on the right. Where are his troops? Roberts and skirmishers are coming out, the 4,000 boys. I'm going to get them up here firing into this artillery battery. Now Churchill's skirmishers engaged. These skirmishers also moving up. Hood's moving into there, into the woods. Some long range fire from Wheeler's troops. Things are going quite well. Not that I want to be jinxing things, but I'm worried because I don't know where his main force is. I'm concerned about this crossing down here. I'll move this new brigade, Preston's brigade, just down here, just to cover that, just in case. I'm probably being overly cautious, but I'd rather that than be surprised with a rear attack. Casualty numbers looking healthy. We very much don't have men to throw away here, of course. 2nd Brigade on the move. It's only a small brigade, but I'm going to shift Robertson around to cover this little gap. Mount up Stan Wadey and his Indian troops. We're going to see if we can take this gun out. This gun battery, rather. Let's keep it going. Obviously, cavalry in this kind of terrain is not ideal. Robertson has not started the move yet. Could turn Graham's division, brigade even. Let's have a quick overlook here, see if anything's happening. Aha! So we can see some troops here, cavalry. Yeah, he's making a little press here. I think Graham's boys have got this, and they're backed up by some decent guns here as well. Robertson's decided not to move, it seems. Here comes some cavalry though. That could be an issue. Just out of range. Okay, those guns are routed. Pierce's brigade doing a nice job over here. I'm too impressed with Robertson. He's just sat here. Chose to ignore the first lot of orders. And it looks like we've just about thrown this cavalry back over the creek. Let's just keep an eye on our right. I know I'm very cautious here. I'm always cautious in this game. Whoa, what the heck? Not sure what that menu was all about. Also not sure why everyone's moving now. No, no, no. That's not what I wanted at all. Oh. Damn it. I accidentally moved the whole division. I was only supposed to move the commander. Never mind. Luckily nothing's happening over that side. More fresh troops arriving. Another 2nd Brigade. Iron Discipline out, the Graham's leading. Cavalry is running here. There's still just over the river. taking a hell of a lot of casualties in the woods. So these guys are still in the field. 450 casualties out of 250 left standing. I mean, come on. There they are, finally away. Here comes another huge force coming across. No! Back to your trenches, lads. They're pulling Davidson's boys out of there. They've lost 300 odd men. Morale is suffering a little. And fresh troops are arriving for the Union. One casualty for John Bell Hood's brigade. They've done an awesome job flanking these guys in the woods. Graham's boys are repositioning. What on earth? What's going on here? What the hell's going on? They're going to march halfway around the world to come back into position on the right. Just don't do it. Well, I've managed to bring Hawes across at least. We're in trouble here. A whole bunch of their guys have reformed, it looks like, as well. Our guys are moving forward as well. Ugh. I hate that when the artillery pursues. What's Parsons doing? Why is he... Why? I did not tell him to go there. Get into these positions. Honestly. Elliot withdrawn. The first cavalry's marched from the battlefield as enemy troops. Okay, here comes another massive attack on our left while I'm having to try and deal with this thing on the right. I mean... So we're supposed to have artillery over here, but I mean, they've just decided to march themselves over this side. If I tell them to go here, will they go... Well, let's see where they go. Not square. Single line. Come on, get into position. Get this sorted out. I mean... Genuinely, this sort of thing absolutely winds me up on here. I'm sure you can tell. So they're pressing both our flanks at once. Which makes perfect sense. Davison is very tired. Texas Brigade back here in some sort of reserve. We've got Robertson back here in reserve as well. We've got some guns behind the line, so I think we'll be okay. I'm worried about this right. Why has Reynolds come out of the defences? Come on, Parsons, hold this. Little's boys are engaging now as well. Remember, we've got Preston's brigade here, but they are brand new troops with really cool weapons. So they are now getting the buff for being in cover. Our boys are not, because he's decided to march 10 yards behind our line. I'm bringing Powell across to lend a hand on the right flank. It's only a small brigade. Let's see how this goes. Here they come. Brigade fighting these guys off. Just a detachment. Tough fighting on the right. Seen off the cavalry, nice. But there's a whole, at least a division, I mean, maybe even a corps over here. Preston's brigade are stable, but they are flashing. I'm going to pull them back out of the fight. Out you come, boys. These boys can't get a shot here at all. I'm going to move them up again. This is a tough battle. But we expected nothing less, to be honest. Looks like it might even go into day 2. Okay, Preston's boys have pulled back. They've suffered 148 casualties. Woodbridge Brigade has been sent running, and here comes another one. Spears. I don't know why he's not attacking to get... Oh, here he comes. There's a few brigades coming forward. Okay. It's coming up for evening time, 17:10 PM. coming real close to give John Bell Hood a fight. These guys have got a deadly volley, which works nice for us, right up close. See those guys dropping like flies. I think it's 2100 and the day will end. But here comes another attack, another division coming forward. Heading towards Robertson's brigade. John Bell Hood starting to take some heavy casualties here. And here they come again. Not on the right though, so that's okay. What a really tough fight this is, actually. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's one of the first ones in a long time I've actually really enjoyed. The AI is doing a nice job here. Okay, he's going to press on Robertson. Nice, we've sent that brigade running. It means that we can now turn Hood to hit these guys. The danger is, of course, that these guys will then turn fire into Hood's flank, but we have got B behind the cover. Parsons has done a nice job holding steady on the far right flank. Our cavalry over here is feeling fairly secure. I'm going to mount up Stan Waity, and he's going to come back across to the other side of the battlefield. Heavy pressure on our very far left flank here. Robertson and Wheeler holding the line. Davidson, he's been engaged, he lost quite a lot of men, so we'll keep him back here. Oh dear. Nervous, I'm not sure exactly why. I mean, they're facing quite a lot of men, but they only lost 200 men. If these guys break, we are actually in problems. Oh, Robertson's almost broken as well. Great. Let's just pause a second to slow it down. Shouldn't have said I was enjoying the battle. Hold firm, Robertson. Come on, son, you can do it. Who have we got that we can move? Greg. Fry is gone. His resilience wasn't even up to the top. I think maybe there's just too many enemy troops here. The numbers are just starting to tell. Robertson broken as well. Damn it. It's almost even here. Bell Hood's doing an awesome job driving these guys back. He has suffered a lot of casualties now as well. Advancing like a hero. Nice, we've almost done that. Almost driven them off. That's the Towson garrison as well, suffering a lot of casualties. Come on, boys. Stan Wade, he's on his way across. We've got a couple of brigades here facing the whole division on the right. Oh, excellent. Hood has been the hero here. Awesome job. He's getting a promotion for sure. Colonel John Bell Hood will become Brigadier General John Bell Hood if he doesn't die. And Greg is in place here on the right. I'm worried about Robertson on our left. Pillow's Corps lost almost 3,500 men here. But it's done a good job, a nice job. More good work from John Bell Hood and Hamilton PB, but we are really struggling here. More fresh troops coming down on our left. long can we hold? I don't know. Probably not much longer. Churchill's almost broken. More fresh troops. I mean, yeah, I think we're going to have to call it a day. High casualties both sides, but we cannot sustain these numbers of losses. We've lost 11% of our force. Any second. Same with Wheeler, he's almost done for. And Robertson. I think we're going to have to pull out here. Unless some sort of miracle occurs. This mountain stand weight, he's going to have to go in here and he's going to have to try and save the day, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. Parts or state troops are away, they've got so many men. Frank Huger is arriving and so is Hawes. So they can at least plug the gap, but we're at the point here where, you know, I'm plugging the gaps, but they've got more troops than we have. They had 20,000 man advantage. It's just, how many times can I plug the gap? I mean, where can I weaken next? Why is Reynolds moved from there? What the hell's going on here? Why are our troops moving away from here? What the hell? Nobody told them to do that. That's twice that that's happened. Stan Waitie's arrived, but I think it might be too little too late. Wheeler's almost finished here. Oh, that's Reynolds gone. Davison, get in that gap. Oh, and there goes Wheeler. Shit. That's it. I mean, what am I doing here? Am I fighting on? I don't know. It kind of seems pointless. Oh, and here we are, when our guys have moved out of there. I mean, honestly, what the hell was going on there, man? Is this the AI initiative? Is it, I don't get it. Why is he moving here? I don't understand this. If it was me, I would now have D.H. Hill took out the back and shot. What the hell? Like, what are you playing at? Like what? And Fry, he should be he should have reformed by now. Come on, son. You've got 1,200 effective men. Oh, Robertson has actually reformed, but he's still flashing. But maybe we can get him back into the fight. Let's march him over here and see if he can recover by the time he gets there. I mean, I doubt it, but who knows? Hall's cavalry has arrived. We'll dismount those boys and get them in. Where's Churchill going? Hey, where's he retreating to? To the Union lines? Yeah, it's almost 8 PM here. We're still fighting, but things are not looking too good, if I'm honest. Stand wait, he's getting butchered on the left. We really don't have the troops available to launch any kind of counter-attack. Let's give it a try, though. We've got to do something here. Okay, horses engaged. Davidson's almost ready for running. I mean, I can't blame him, he's got 600 men. I'm going to launch Frank Huger into bayonet charge. Come on. Well, we haven't got bayonets. You get what I mean. One last push. That's moving on. This is by far the bloodiest battle we've had. By far. It's been reasonably enjoyable. I don't understand what D.H. Hill was doing on the right. That was really annoying. Who's this? Wheeler. Where's he going as well? So yeah, these guys they're literally retreating all the way over here past the Union troops. I mean, what the hell? But the right is held again. Now, let's just not move our guys away from here, okay? See if we can get him firing on that battery. It's been a bit of a juggling act, moving our reserves around and, you know, things like that, but... And yes, it has been an absolute bloodbath, but it has been an enjoyable battle, which is a nice change. We're pushing Greg in here. I did tell Graham's Legion to move up as well, but they haven't, but probably a good job because there's so many enemy troops here. Feels like they might be pulling out, which, if I'm honest, that'd be really welcome. I want to stand waiting to halt. Don't want them pursuing. They've lost a lot of men. They are unstable, almost finished in fact. Oh, and there they go. Just, we could have just held on another 30 seconds and things would have been better. That was a hard fight. Very, very hard. I mean, we're saying it's a minor victory so far, but I mean, he hasn't pulled out yet, so God knows what next day will bring. If they stay around to fight, we'll have to withdraw, I think, early on. Keep our army intact, because we've lost so many men here. They've pulled out, thank God. But then a major victory, okay, so... What a battle that was. Cadwallader got his arse handed to him again. 17,000 casualties for those guys. 7,779 for us. We cannot afford to replace these guys. 2 guns lost. We lost 1,700 cavalry, 6,000 infantry. 15,000 infantry for him, 1,600 cavalry, so slightly less than us, but they have actually some numbers of cavalry. 25 of their guns gone, and obviously 17,000 casualties. The shame is as well, if we take the prisoners, we're going to have to give them back, because our prison camp has not been constructed yet. That was one hell of a battle. It was a long one. It was an enjoyable one. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm going to end the episode just after this. We'll have one quick look at the campaign map and see what's what. I'll get back to you with another, hopefully a bit of a campaign episode next. If you're watching this live, let me know in the comments what you think. Should we abandon Southwest Missouri? We haven't got the manpower to throw it into there. An offensive in Missouri is all but out of the question, even with inflicting losses like this on the Union. I don't know. I really don't know. Colonel Stevens has become famous. All right. I hope nobody lost any... was defamed there by retreating, because, I mean, the casualty numbers were crazy for some of our brigades. So yeah, the plan is to possibly pull back out of Southwest Missouri. What's the point in holding it? We're not in a position to be offensive in Missouri, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. But that was an epic battle. That was a lot of fun. It was really tough. D.H. Hill on the right almost sent a blood vessel in my brain, bursting with annoyance at him. So yeah, we've got 3,000 prisoners to give back. Damn it, man! How long is this prison camp going to take? Yes, that would be 3,000 men we've taken out of their pool, but instead they're going back. Anyway. We've captured almost 10,000 rifles and 10 guns. So why don't we have a quick look to see what we've got there. Policies. We just unlocked a policy, hadn't we? Just as the battle started. I'm actually going to... Next one, we're going to press on with, I think, Revenue Act. Would lose 1 support. I don't know. Maybe not. War bonds. Public wealth drops by 10%, but our rating would improve by +2, the credit rating. Let's do war bonds. 36 days. In the way of projects, what have we got here? Anything that we want? I really want to have a go at propaganda, but that's still not here. But we're almost there. 4.4, we need 5 million for that. Not the counter propaganda, it's the propaganda one. Okay, we need 5 million. Okay. Weapons. Have we got anything worth going with here? Recruitment officers, maybe. Supply reform, that's a good one. I'm going to leave it for now. Let's have a quick look at the weapons, see if we can capture anything good. A few Maynards, that's nice. Oh, awesome, yes, we must have captured a few thousand Springfield rifles. That is exactly what we wanted. That's great. Some Springfield musketoons as well. Springfield muskets, cool, so we can at least equip some of our troops slightly better. But that's it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed that battle. One quick look at the front lines. That's where we are. So the plan would be to abandon this section. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking on it. Let me know what you think. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. I'll catch you later. Have a great day, whatever it is you're doing today. Ta-ra for now.